start, I wanted to ask you guys, because I love that a lot of these characters and their relationships are rooted in song and they get to really kind of like connect with each other or go back to the past with music. For you guys, were there any songs that helped you guys get into character or helped you figure out what the relationships were like in Regretting You?
Sorry, I choked on my own.
You're good. Okay, while she does that, which is so unprofessional, I think you should calm down. This is the first interview, so chill out a little bit. But what McKenna does, and I've kind of learned from this too, she makes a playlist for every movie she does and every character, and she had a lot of really good songs.
Now.
What? She has a lot of really good songs, so just kind of being with her and listening to it kind of put me in character too, but she'd probably know the songs, so.
Anyways, I do make a playlist for every character. You had a Regretting You playlist too,
I did,
though.
yeah.
You did?
There is good stuff in there. I need to find
There's
it
some
again.
great stuff in there. What was on my Regretting? I mean, on my Regretting You playlist, it was like a lot of sad music because I cry a lot in this movie. So it was like a lot of Boy Genius, a lot of Phoebe Bridgers, a lot of Bright Eyes, a lot of The Neighborhood because of him.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
Yeah, it's a little all over the map.
Yeah, listen, it's very Meisner. I love a good playlist.
Oh yeah.
And you both get to have like you are the cute rom-com moments throughout this movie, and it makes it like you kind of forget some of the sadder moments at times, which is, the whole function of the movie and the romance. How was it getting to kind of live out those rom-com moments with each other and figure out how to like kind of lean into the cheese of them?
I loved it.
It's pretty fun. We
That's
love
such
being
a good
cheesy.
time. It was great. Yeah, we are
Yeah.
pretty cheesy. Yeah.
We are pretty cheesy.
Born on the corn.
You
know.
Everybody thinks that I'm corny, but it's
I was
like
born on the
embarrassing to
cob.
be corny, but I was born
This
on the
is
cob.
so like.
Sorry. You're afraid to be corny, but I was born on the
we
cob.
had a great time. It was fantastic.
No, we
And,
love being cheesy and doing rom-com things.
Yeah, we did.
Which it does have, it's like, I understand it's part of the novel, which is for my last question, I wanted to ask you guys, what is your process like with stuff like that? Do you guys just allow the script and what Josh wants to do guide you? Or were you guys like, you know what, let me dive into what Colleen wrote in the novel and figure out where these characters were there? Like, what was it like kind of adapting the two together?
I mean, it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, I feel like it was
Yeah.
a lot of both. I took a lot from the novel, and then we also both read the script a million times over, and then also we just get there on the day, and everything would just kind of be tossed around and change depending on like whatever we were doing on the day. So it was a mix of everything. It was just
It's
kind
also
of
great because she had the Regretting You book and she had a bunch of notes written down on a bunch of the pages. So sometimes she'd flip through during a scene and be like, "Hey, there's this scene in the book, and I'd really love to have this there and this and that." And it was just really cool seeing that because she just, especially McKenna, I think everybody a part of this just really cares about it and the book and the fans and just these characters and the story. So McKenna was on it, and it kind of put me on it. So yeah.
Really, McKenna, the last time I talked to you, I didn't say this. I, Tanya's one of my favorite movies. So every time I'm like, yeah, I'll watch McKenna Grace do it because she rules. Thank you guys for talking with me. I have to make this very clear. It's you can laugh, it's all right. But I have a bracelet that says Dead Dad Club, and it made me watch this movie being like, you know what? Clara would be a girl who would rock a bracelet like that and be like, it is what it is.
Yeah, honestly, I could see it.
She would be like kind of the vibe of but yes, this is what happened in my life. I gotta kind of deal with it. When you are playing a character like that in a movie where it is, she's trying to both be happy and also like deal with this trauma. What for you is the trick of like figuring out how she feels on any given moment? Because it is such a tricky balance, especially when you're dealing with grief as a character.
Something that, what made it a lot easier was that I have the background emotions of every single scene that we have written out for me on pages already, so I can go back and look at all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm also a teenage girl that is extremely similar to Clara. I may not have gone through all of the experiences or traumas that she has, but I am extremely similar to this character, so I just kind of looked at every situation and I was like, I don't know, how would I react to all of this? How would I react to any of this? And sometimes the lines on the page, I'd be like, I don't think I'd say this. I think I'd be like, what are you talking about? So it's just, I just tried to look at it and kind of react as one would as a regular old teenage girl.
Well, I also love that she is just kind of like, she is the theater kid dork, but like cool. Like I don't know how to describe her other than like she feels dorky, but she's not at the same time.
Well, I think she totally is. And to me, I'm like, that's what makes her cool. That's what I say all the time is it's like, I don't think that there even needs to be a balance. I'm like, to me, seeing the dorkiness in somebody or seeing somebody be passionate about what they're passionate about makes them cool to me. So to me, that's how I find Claire cool.
And I do. I think she's very cool. But I was also like, I love, there are little moments where you can tell that like she, even before she opens her phone at one point, she's smiling because she knows that Miller texted her. And it's like she's in the middle of like she learned some horrible thing and then she's like, let me get giddy and smile. And it is so teenage girl. I loved it.
Yeah.
How was it, making those rom-com moments kind of pop with Mason in a movie like this and making sure that those were strong. So when you do see those moments, you're not like, girl, your parent just died and your aunt's dead and there's a whole thing going, you're like, no, like have that moment, go, it's fun, it's cute.
It's a very hard thing to balance because there, like, it's a romance movie, but there are so many like traumatic, insane things happening throughout this movie. So it was a very like weird thing to balance where I'm like, Josh, like, hey, everybody just died, like, what am I doing? And so it was definitely hard at times to figure that out, but I feel like we kind of got there and figured it all out together. But it was really fun because at the end of the day, whenever there are these crazy things going on in your life, sometimes it is all consuming, but other times everybody processes grief differently. And I think that Claire just had so much going on, and sometimes you push things away. Sometimes you push them away and you want to focus on the fun little crush that you have in your life. And then it hits you like a ton of bricks whenever you get home at night. So I was just trying to take everything as it came, and in this scene, whatever, Miller texts me, like, I'm excited, I'm gonna go and do this, and then I get home and it's just like, you can't really distract yourself all the time. And then eventually she deals with it all and talks to her mom and works through it. But to get to Mason and I, we had a blast creating all of those moments and getting to play these characters and do our kind of first real romance movie together. Yeah, it was really fun. There was nobody I would have rather done it with.
Well, this movie made me be like, okay, McKenna Grace, rom-com queen.
Thank you.
Put her in all the little rom-coms and make her the new rom-com queen.
Please.
Thank you for talking with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for everyone to get to see Regretting You.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking with you.